Being bitten by an insect is something anybody can relate to, anyone around the world. I mean, we've all been bitten, I imagine, by some sort of insect, be it a mosquito, a spider, a tick, a flea, or hell, even an ant, or stung by a bee. But anytime you travel to a foreign country, say somewhere in South America or even somewhere in Africa, and you hear horror stories about how one little bug bite ended up resulting in something catastrophic, where if you are familiar with the TV show Monsters Inside Me, you know how one little bite can result in a parasitic infestation of epic proportions, if not put in check or discovered right away. So it's like I remember for myself, I actually been bit by a tick, and how did I know? Because I had that bullseye mark on my calf. So I knew that happened, and I've been bitten by spiders and mosquitoes and stuff like that. So Chad Archibald's film capitalizes on that conceit of being bit by just a random bug or insect or something, and we're thinking it's just a little bite, and then it just turns into something else. And in the case of the film's heroine, Casey, that one little bite proves to be catastrophic and transformative at the same time in the worst kind of way. Bite takes its position within the body horror genre and probably has the most in common with David Cronenberg's The Fly. The Fly, for me, is part of the holy trinity of remakes of classic horror films from the 50s that were released in the 80s, which include The Thing, The Blob, and The Fly, being the three best. Not in that order. I think in order it would be The Thing, The Fly, and The Blob. So those are three great remakes if you have not seen them. But back to Bite. Basically, Casey and friends go down to Costa Rica for her bachelorette party, and they go out to this remote watering hole, and she gets bit by something. It's just a little bite. And when she finally comes home to somewhere in North America, I think it's Canada, she starts exhibiting sores around where the bite was, and also like other little pot marks and little lumps and hives start breaking out all over. And as the film progresses, she starts getting worse, gets sick, and other crazy things happen. If you've seen the trailer, you have a general idea on just what exactly is going to be going down in this movie. Beyond that, this movie was bad. It has great special effects, great practical effects, great set design, but just execution-wise and story-wise, it was just poorly done. One of the biggest problems I had with is the characters are just written so stupidly that it's almost like it has no respect for its audience, that the audience would not understand how to bring their own thought processes into the game, where characters in the movie are doing things that any normal Joe would stop and assess and figure, yeah, I probably shouldn't be going any further than we are now and should probably contact the authorities or something. And people who just walk into situations that are just like total WTF moments, and they just move along like it's no big deal. And you're like, who on earth would actually react to a situation like that? I mean, I'm trying to remain spoiler free, and there's a whole subplot that just is not at all interesting or doesn't really feel integral to what exactly is going on with Casey. It's just a distraction from what is going down. What this really feels like, what Bite probably would have worked as a short film that was more concise and more focused and just only had to focus on what the hell was going on with Casey. But all the other stuff that surrounds it is just superfluous, unnecessary, uninteresting, unengaging, and frankly kind of irritating to the point where I was checking my watch often. But the only really standout thing about this film are, one, the makeup effects, the production design, because there's some great set design in here, even though you're scratching your head as to why the hell it came down like that, because it's not very well explained in the film. But just in general, overall, bit. So I would have to give Bite 1.5 stars out of 5. That's 1.5 stars out of 5. Poorly executed horror film, and that features some solid visual special effects, but other than that, there's really not much else to recommend it. So, yeah. If you like this review, hit that like button below. Have you heard of Bite? Were you looking forward to Bite? What's your favorite body horror movies? Or now, what's your favorite transformation horror movies? Please comment below and let me know. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so you can stay on top of my reviews as they come in. So until next time, see you at the movies. And don't scratch that mosquito bite. Get it checked.